And welcome back to live coverage on the CRN Sports Network here in Cleveland, North Carolina, as the Griffins of Rocky Mount take on the Lady Comets. And Best, being what she does best, is defensive specialist for these Lady Comets. She tips the ball out of bounds, but the Griffins keep the ball. And Hicks is going to be the inbounder. Comes out of the ball game is number 21 at Pittman. Comes in, or back in, is Shauna Wiggins, number 15. So Moore is going to be the inbounder. She gives it over to Moore. Wiggins. Tries to get inside to almost taken away by Delaney Eves, but the Griffins get the ball back. She gives it over to Alexis Moore, number 14. She goes right past right at the half-court line, picked up by Best. Gives it over to number 15 and Wiggins, right behind the three-point line. She's picked up by Asia Todd. Gives it over to Pittman. Then you have number 14 and by herself, Alexis Moore, puts it up for three. No good. Touches the top of the key of the backboard. It's going to be a turnover by the Griffins.
Henniger's coming in the game.
Henniger's coming back in the ball game. The three-point specialist for these Lady Comets comes out of the ball game. It's Miss Best, Unique Best.
Comets are only down by 5. 4:06 left to go in the first half of play in second period action. They beat Corinth Holders. They beat Nash Central yesterday, and now they're in the championship round against Rocky Mount. We're back to coverage.
Asia Todd gives it over to Henniger, and it's taken away, but it's going to be out of bounds.
Last touch by Rocky Mount. It's going to be given back to Clayton. Wait a minute, they've overturned it.
So it's going to be last touch by the Lady Comets. The
One ref said it was Clayton's ball. The other referee said it went back to Rocky Mount. So
3:45, and that was going to have been a backcourt violation, but it does not call it. Griffins take control, move it up the right side of the court. A hard pass over number 15 and Wiggins. She gets it inside, taken away by
jump ball. Comets got it.
Good defensive by number 23 and Mackenzie Henniger. And the Comets have the ball by their possession arrow, so the Comets take control.
The high scorer, Maya Pittman, for the Griffins is back in the game now, number 21, the point guard senior at 5'4".
Asia Todd will get the inbound from Delaney Eves. She starts up the left-hand side. 3:26, the clock will continue to run. Gives to Henniger, and Henniger tries to get it inside to Jada Scott, but she throws it away. It's going to be a turnover by the Comet. So 3:21, once again, your score, 15 for the Griffins and 10 for the Comets. Best to come back into the ball game once we have a time to stop possession. And double teamed by the Comets right here at half court, but gives it over to number 21 in Pittman.
Right in front of our broadcast
Alexis
position.
Moore puts it up for the three, no good. And Asia Todd takes it away. She has a breakaway. There's Pittman there, puts it up, and no good. Good defense by number 24 in Barnes. 2:58, the clock will continue to run. The Comets are still down by 5. Henniger picks up number 21 at Pittman right at half court. She starts left, goes right, and is taken away by Asia Todd and Lady Comets. Once again, she has another breakaway, gives it over to Henniger. And I think she got a little nervous compared to what number 24 did to her last time. Henniger was on the left-hand side. She tries to bounce it to her, but it's going to be out of bounds against the Griffins. Best part of that is the Comets do keep the ball.
It's last touch by Rocky Mount, so Clayton will get it back.
Yep. 2:44. Scott gives it over to Henniger at the top of the key. Over to Todd. And once again, it's going to be out of bounds. Another erratic throw by these Lady Comets of Watkins. Tries to get it over to Delaney Eves. It's going to be out of bounds. The Griffins take control. Best comes back in the ball game for Miss Watkins, number 11. 2:39 here in the second quarter. Your score, 15 for the Griffins and 10 for the Comets.
It's a 5-point game. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half of play in Cleveland.
Lady Comets are going to be playing a half-court press. Gives it over to number 14, top of the key, Alexis Moore. She brings it inside. Somehow, nice little find over to Summer Hicks. She puts it up, and it's good. That is 6 points for Summer Hicks, all here in the second quarter. 7-point ball game by the Griffins, 17-10. Todd is at the top of the key. She's picked up by number 20 and Hicks. Gives it over to Henniger. She's double-teamed. Back over to Asia Todd. Puts it up to Jada Scott inside, and it's good.
How about the captain senior? 6'3" center, Jada Scott under the boards. It's a 5-point ball game again here in Cleveland.
1:49. The clock will continue to run here in the second quarter. They're playing a full or half-court press once again by the Lady Comets. Number 21 puts it up, and it's getting
whistle and a foul.
In.
Basket's no good.
It goes in, goes out, but it's still a foul. We're waiting to see who the ball or the call is on.
Number 3, Ciacia Washington, her first.
First time coming into the ball game is Washington.
Fouls on number 34. And that's Jada Scott, actually. Ciacia Washington was nowhere on the court.
That's Scott's first foul today. She's also scoreless, and Asia Todd only has 1 point. The leading scorers for this Comets basketball team.
Coming up, the new High-Q Energy Drink halftime show, presented by the Osborne Company. We'll have that for you.
And the Griffins are playing huge down low so far. Nice little find over to Pittman, and it's going to be off of, that's Pittman. She tips it out of bounds, so it's going to be a turnover. And the Comets will have the ball with 1:33. Watkins comes back in the ball game.
Watkins best, changing it up after position.
Shooter defense.
That's right.
133, 19 for the Griffins, 12 for the Lady Comets. Todd lets the ball roll so the clock won't go down on her. She finally picks it up past half court. Gives it over to Henniker on the right side, top of the key. Gives it to H. Todd. Back over to Henniker on the right-hand side now. And she goes from the right, starts over to the left. 1:18, the clock will start running. Coming back in the ball game, Micah Coleman once we have a dead play. Asia Todd wants the ball. She's picked up by number 14, Alexis Moore. And we have an offensive foul against Jada Scott. Jada Scott is not happy. That's her second foul today.
Jada Scott, that's her second. Team fourth.
You got to be careful. The referee is staring down
Coach
Jada Scott.
Lee. The referee is having a meeting of the minds with the Comets coach of Marlon Lee. And he said, I'm about to call a technical on you if you don't stop.
And it's almost taken away by the Comets, but the Griffins are last touched by the Comets of Watkins, so the Griffins take control. Sorry, go ahead.
Trey, I don't mean to say anything out of line here, but I've seen the referees here, not just in this game, but definitely this game, have been a little bit more harsher on the Comets, like Jada Scott, Asia Todd, over jerseys, over, I don't even know what that last call was about.
Nice little
but it is what it is.
Nice little defensive play by Asia Todd. It's going to be out of bounds against the Comets. Because those two are very emotional players.
Yes.
They leave everything they have on the court. But that's why they're so special for the Comets. And the referees sometimes takes exception to that. But again, that's what you want out of your team and your two superstars for your Comets.
1 minute left to go in the first half, by the way.
Pittman gets after a missed three by number 14 and Moore. It is picked up by number 20, and Pittman puts it up, and no good. They're Delaney Eves. Look out. Big time. It's going to be a jump ball, though. Delaney Eves once again playing physical down low by Micaiah Coleman, number 33.
She was trying to fight to get that ball back, and they called for the jump ball. So you kind of give an attaboy or a mulligan to the Griffins of Rocky Mount because they'll get it back.
And
but she took it away. There's a foul, though.
And it's going to be a foul against Henniker, though.
Foul on Henniker. This will bring nobody to the line. They're just going to put the ball back in play. No, they're going to call 1-and-1. I don't even think the referees know what they're doing.
Well, we have one guy know. There's three
One
referees.
guy saying you're going to put it back in play. The other guy saying we're going to go 1-and-1.
So it's going to be...
They're going to put the ball back in play.
So with 38 seconds left, again, we have a ball game here. 19 for the Griffins, 12 for the Comets. And a nice little heave over to the top of the key. And tipped by Delaney Eves, but somehow the Griffins get the ball back, goes in and out. And once again, there's Hicks down low playing big time against Jada Scott. She's picked double-teamed. And we have a foul against Asia Todd.
Foul on Todd, number 5. This will be 2 shots now as number 20, Summer Hicks, will go to the line.
That's 2 against Asia Todd.
Number 20, Summer Hicks.
And Marlon Lee is saying this is not even fun anymore. You guys are making calls that are bogus, so to speak.
They're got to be careful. Jada Scott just tipped the ball away from the ref. They're not happy down low. Even Marlon Lee, you can hear it on our broadcast.
Marlon Lee sounds very disgusted also, yeah.
You could probably hear it on a broadcast. Marlon Lee is not happy. But they missed nonetheless, the Griffins missed both free throws. So 20 seconds left, and it's taken away by Coleman, number 33 of the Griffins. They keep control. Gives it over to Summer Hicks. Back over to Pittman.
Trace Knight, I got a feeling we're going to see a totally different second half out of the Comets when they get done coming out of the locker room. I really do.
4 seconds left. And Asia Todd wants it 1 second left. Puts it up at half court. It's no good. Oh, she calls it travel on Asia Todd. That means we're going to have about 0.1 second remaining on the clock.
That's halftime, actually.
Call it halftime?
It is halftime, actually. It is halftime as it stands. It is the Comets down by 7. A very intense game. Referees not showing any, what do you want to call the word? Niceness, being strict, being stern. Is that the word?
Well,
probably to find. I mean, I'm trying to say anything bad about the referees because they got a job to do. But damn, this is the championship. This is a championship game, and let these girls play it out.
Well, again, nobody likes
I've seen some calls that are kind of bogus.
I mean, me and you, we don't like getting yelled at. I mean,
nobody does.
That's exactly what's happening right now because they kind of did it themselves. They're playing calls that we normally don't see. They're not letting them play.
Right.
But nobody likes getting yelled at, and so they're going to call a technical. They keep doing it. They're going to call a technical. Just like we don't need one of your players, and I'm not going to call it. I'm going to call it Jada Scott what she did.
Yes.
She wears everything she has on her sleeve on the court.
That's right.
So when she's upset, you know when she's upset. And during that free throw, now they missed both free throws, but instead of giving it back to the referee, she decides to tip it away, and it takes a couple of seconds off the clock again.
And if they wanted to, they could have threw a technical out for that, and they didn't.
Yeah.
High Q Energy Drink halftime show, also presented by Osborne Company, rolls on. We will examine the first half of the game and get you ready for the second half of the 5th annual John Jacobs Christmas Classic here from Cleveland. But first, as part of our pregame show coverage, which we're not able to do because of time constraints, here is the interview with Coach Marlon Lee going into tonight's championship match from earlier this afternoon. Hey, welcome back to the new High Q Energy Drink pregame show as we get ready for the championship match in the 5th annual running of the John Jacobs Christmas Classic presented by Bojangles as the Clayton Comets are set to take on the Rocky Mount Gryphons. And joining me is the head coach of the Comets of 17-plus years, veteran coach Marlon Lee. Marlon, what do you think of the Christmas tournament, the Lady Comets, and going into this championship game tonight?
Definitely coming in, it's been one of our goals, definitely to come out here, get in position where we are tonight, to come in and try to win this tournament. But basically what I told the young ladies, before we started, if we went 0-3 or we went 3-0, we was trying to use this to fine-tune and get ready for conference play because conference is going to be coming up in about 2 weeks.
49-46 over Corinth Holders. We dabbled in it off mic on Thursday afternoon after you got the opening quarterfinal win. What's it like to go up against a team and to beat them 3 times in a row? That's kind of unheard of. Big feat.
Definitely tough. Especially playing them at their place, playing them at our place. And, playing here at a neutral spot, with them knowing who we are, knowing our personnel and stuff, it's definitely a tremendous task to beat somebody 3 times. But, luckily enough, we pulled it out, grounded it out at the end, and that's what it's going to take tonight against a good Rocky Mount team.
49-46 in game number 3 on neutral territory over the Pirates of Corinth Holder and Coach Shannon Lee over again. Marlon Lee getting 3-0 for the Lady Comets. 49-46 in the quarterfinal opener. Then you go to the game on Friday with a dominating performance. 30-point deficit. Nash Central Bulldogs never really had a chance. Strong effort, and I saw a totally different game of the Comet ladies on Thursday than we saw Friday afternoon.
Most definitely, but Nash Central, well-coached team. Coach Cash, she's been doing a wonderful job with them, and it's been the test. And actually, it's been the last few times that we've been here. Nash Central has beaten us in close games. So, but we knew that they were a little down this year, but we wanted to come in early on tonight and impose our will. Definitely pressure the ball and, run the floor all night. So we was able to do that. And about that fourth quarter, whatever, I went with, a lot of my reserves or whatever and saw a lot of wonderful things that, for some of the young ladies that are on the bench.
Rocky Mount beat Wake Christian to advance into the quarterfinals, to the semifinals last